Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Canal Algérie's news. To the headlines. In a tweet, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, salutes the Algerian civil defense present in both Syria and Turkey for the role they are playing in planting happiness in the peoples of both countries affected by Monday's major earthquake. The death toll of the same earthquake reaches more than 25,000 victims, while efforts continue to rescue those stuck under the rubble in a race against time. Coming up, images of the rescue operations captured by our teams, the statement of the director of the World Health Organization hailing Algeria's solidarity with the two countries. Tunisians hail the decision of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, to not disturb nor obstruct our Tunisian brothers in border posts wishing to enter and exit from the country. The Prime Minister Ayman bin Abdurrahman supervises the graduation ceremony of the 51st promotion of the National School of Administration, during which he recalls the role of the upcoming generation of administrators in the new Algeria. Good evening, those are tonight's headlines. We begin tonight's bulletin with a tweet of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, in which he saluted the Algerian civil defense present in Turkey and Syria for the smile and happiness they are planting among our people in Turkey and Syria with all professionalism, even heroism. Further, calling them the pride of Algeria, wishing them a safe and sound return to the homeland. In the same topic, the public television special correspondents Hisham Saadawi and Abdel Jabir bin Yahya are following up and covering up the latest news in Syria and Turkey, the two countries affected by this strategy, especially the efforts of the Algerian civil defense teams mobilized on the ground. Commentary by Sabrin Tefrginit.
6 days after the violent earthquake which struck Syria and Turkey with a death toll that tops 25,000, causing unfortunately heavy casualties. Our special correspondents Hisham Sadoudi and Abdel Jabbar bin Yahya covered all these latest that include the Algerian medical assistance, the humanitarian aid, and most importantly the rescue operations recently stopped in Syria. The worst earthquake ever happening in a century, and it mobilized all the means for the sake of saving lives. Algerian rescue teams, including paramedic units and doctors, deployed the necessary efforts, assistance and care for the victims while working non-stop to pull people out of the rubble. The Director General of the World Health Organization was in the spot this Saturday morning to assess the casualties. He also praised Algeria's precious aid.
Tunisia and Algeria sent rescue teams. Very glad to see that. I have met both teams from Tunisia and Algeria. This is a time of solidarity. It's very encouraging to see, actually, that countries from far and close trying to help.
The affected people also thanked Algeria's support and solidarity alongside the financial aid sent to the two countries. Until now, Algeria's Civil Defense Unit has rescued 13 lives and pulled out 103 bodies.
Still, the updates of the powerful earthquake that struck both Turkey and Syria. The death toll reached more than 25,000 people confirmed dead, while thousands are injured. This earthquake and its aftershocks also left millions of people homeless, according to the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, while the World Health Organization announced that it will send 73 tons of medical and emergency supplies to the Syrian city of Aleppo. The two nationals who lost their lives in the earthquake that struck Turkey were buried in Buzuran Cemetery in Batna province. The funeral was attended by members of the family of the two victims, civil and military authorities, and a large number of citizens. The Algérie plane carrying bodies of the two Algerian nationals who lost their lives in the earthquake landed at the Algiers International Airport, Houari Boumediene, in the presence of the Minister of National Solidarity, Family and Women's Affairs, Kautar Krikou, and representatives of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the family of the two victims. The services of the General Consulate of Algeria in Istanbul took in charge the coordination with the Turkish authorities, in addition to the procedures and expenses to bring bodies of the two victims to the homeland. To the Algerian-Tunisian borders, where Tunisians have reacted to the decision of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, to not disturb nor obstruct our Tunisian brothers in transit centers wishing to enter and exit from the country. Report by our teams in Constantine, commented by Rania Al-Bahri.
The decision of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, to facilitate the movement of Tunisians at the border post with Algeria is welcomed by the Tunisians, who are satisfied with the fluidity of the passage. Everything is going well. We thank Algeria for all these facilitation measures to speed up transit procedures. In accordance with the instructions of the President of the Republic, the border police at the border post of Amatboul ensures the facilitation measures to make the entry and exit of Tunisians more easier. The same procedure is taken at the border post of Lahdada in Soukharas province. There are great facilitation measures granted by Algerians to make the movement of Tunisians more easier. Algeria has always accustomed us to this kind of honorable decisions. It is not surprising because the links that bind us to the Algerian people are very strong. The Tunisians and Algerians are one people. The same dispositions were taken in the border post of Talab al-Arbi in Al-Wad province. As you can see, the transit measures are flexible. I thank the border police and the customs services. We thank the Algerian president. The Algerians are our brothers. These facilitation measures reflect the bonds of brotherhood that bind the two countries, tied by common history.
The Prime Minister Ayman bin Abdurrahman presided over the graduation ceremony of the 51st promotion of the National School of Administration that bears the name of the 60th anniversary of independence. The graduation ceremony took place in the presence of the Minister of Interior, Local Collectivities and Territorial Planning, Brahim Murad, advisors to the President of the Republic, the Mediator of the Republic, members of the government, in addition to executives and students of the school. After taking a souvenir photo with the graduates, the Prime Minister distinguished the graduates who ranked first in the promotion, composed of 112 graduates who received specialized training for 3 years. The Prime Minister reiterated the importance of the role that the school plays in preparing the next generation of administrators. Let's have a listen to the Premier.
Today, we are attending the graduation of the promotion of the 16th anniversary of the independence. We are putting in place the landmarks of a new era which will allow us to build a modern state in which the citizen is an active participant. During this era, and after the accomplishment of the institutional edification under the aegis of the President of the Republic, our country will have a diversified economy that will ensure food security and self-sufficiency to maintain its social role and will spare no effort in order to preserve the purchasing power and to ensure a decent life to all citizens.
The National School of Administration aims to train and provide Algerian administrations and other African countries with executives and technical competences, as we will see in this report by Khalid Jahad Jilali, commented by Minal Ammari.
The National School of Administration, a real provider of executives for the Algerian administration, as well as brotherly African countries. On Saturday, this institution hosted a ceremony in order to honor the elite who aspire to modernize administration.
Our graduation coincides with workshops and major bets that were launched by the state, namely the modernization of this process and this public facility. I'm very proud to belong to this promotion named after the 60th anniversary of independence, whose students aim to keep up to date with all the latest developments. We are the executives of the future, and I hope that we will be up to the responsibility given to us.
The promotion of the 60th anniversary of the recovery of the national sovereignty is a new achievement for the Algerian administration, a promotion called on to build a modern state, thanks to its competences.
The National School of Administration plays a strategic role in the field of training a qualified workforce to govern public institutions and administrations to lead Algeria into a new era, which has already started to materialize thanks to the President of the Republic's efforts.
The National School of Administration aims to train executives in skills capable of building an administration up to meet the challenges that our country is facing. Executives who are also able to provide continuous training in order to promote human resources and therefore improve the public service.
That was all for tonight's news. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.